Okay, last week. This is probably not the last time I'm going to be talking to you, but this is going over the last week of our course, week 6. And I really want to walk you through these assignments because what we're doing is a little bit different than what we've been doing in the past. So, as you noticed, the first 5 weeks follow the same pattern of assignments and due dates, but this one is a little bit different because we've got some different things that we need to do. Okay. Um, First, you've got 4 assignments here, and these are all due on Wednesday. So try your hardest to get these done as soon as you can. If you are missing any of the assignments from the first 5 weeks, I'm going to ask you to please get those finished first before you start working on this week's work, and then finish the first 4 assignments before you move into the last 2 assignments. So you're going to see why it's going to make more sense to do it that way. Okay, so let me pop out of the modules. And first assignment, designing your homepage. So when you enter your course, when I enter your course, you should enter on that blank homepage that we created during week 1. Now you're going to put the information in there that you want your students to see. It doesn't have to be fancy. Keep it simple. If you want to put, a photo of you or a video and just some basic information, that's probably all that you need. We've got some examples here that you can check out, some things to think about, and then also look at the homepage for this course to get some ideas. The next one is a welcome letter. Okay, so a welcome letter is something that you typically send out right when you open up your course, right when you publish your course. And that is usually going to be on the Friday before the class actually starts, to give your students a few days to kind of look over your syllabus, read your welcome letter, find Canvas, and get in there. So some things that you should think about when you're writing your welcome letter, and then you are going to post this as an announcement in your sandbox. For your syllabus, you're going to write a draft of your syllabus. This is probably not going to be your final syllabus that you're going to use, but you do need to think about those course policies and how your course policies need to be very clear, and they need to be different than they are going to be for your face-to-face class. So thinking about those policies, you have a choice here. I do want you to put your syllabus in the syllabus area of your sandbox. So you could either just open it up, edit, and then type right into it. You could upload a Word document or PDF, or you could use Simple Syllabus. And Simple Syllabus is not going to populate into your sandbox because it's not connected to a real course. But I do have a workaround for that. If you are teaching a class in the summer or fall, that is an online class, you can get started on that. That's your choice. The last one is designing your Getting Started module for Wednesday, and that is going to be thinking about what you want to put in probably the first week of assignments. Okay, so there are some examples here. Take a look at what we have for our Before the Course Begins module to see what information students need right from the beginning. You don't want it to be, too much. You want it to be very clear, but you also want to collect some information from them, especially, any kind of student surveys or just seeing who shows up to the class. So that way you can have your attendance for the first week. Okay, and then the final discussion is a video that you're going to make where you do a walkthrough of your course. So that's why you need to get everything all set up in your sandbox, and then you're going to make a video where you share your screen and you are showing us and explaining to us how you made those decisions, what information you have in there, what content you built. and just kind of talking to us. So I'm asking you to make a video that's about 5 to 7 or 8 minutes long. If it's a little shorter or a little longer, that's okay, but please, don't make it 30 seconds and don't make a 30-minute video either. Okay. Finally, there is an exit survey. That's the very last thing that you should do for the class. And it is anonymous. So please complete it and please let me know, what your experience has been like in this class. Remember, this is the first time that a lot of this content has been used on any participants. So I really am interested in getting your opinion. And I also want time to make changes for the summer cohort. Okay, so that takes us to the end of the week. Let me know if you have any issues or any problems. Remember that we do have that extra week of padding, so you can take a little, longer to complete this. I know that this is a super busy time for everyone as we're winding down the semester, but let me know if you have any problems or you need any help, and I will be seeing you in that final discussion. All right, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.